What's up, everybody? Justin Kautz here. Today I'm at my home in Celina, Texas, which is North Dallas, about 43 minutes north of DFW Airport. I'm going to do something pretty dangerous today. I'm going to attempt this, and if I fall down, well, I won't have posted the video. You guys won't be able to save me. Anyway, I'm going to attempt to film with two iPhones at once on this Ulanzi cage deal I've got here, and I'm going to do it riding a scooter, an electric scooter. Let's see if this is going to. Let me show you what I'm working with here. Show me what I'm working with. Here we go. Excuse the mess here in the garage, but let's see if we can make this work, and I'll get started on what I want to tell you all today. And it's a bunch of information on how can I set this. Ooh, this is going to be scary here. Let's see. Okay, here we go. And we're rolling. This is an art here. This is definitely an art here to film and ride a scooter at the same time. So I'm in my subdivision here, Cambridge Crossing in Celina, Texas. It's the best subdivision as far as I'm concerned for just everything that goes with it. We moved out from California last June of 2022 for a lot of different reasons. Excuse my voice, this thing's vibrating here. But a lot of different reasons that we did it. Buying a home in Corona del Mar was just not an option for me, where my office is, my main office in Newport Beach. Everything starts, a lot is $2 million American. You're lucky to get in. Everything starts at $3 million pretty much. And when you got to do at least 10% down, it's pretty hairy, and then you've got to afford the payment as well. So got ready to fill out mentioned, and anyways, moved out here to Celina, Texas, North Dallas, which is right next to Prosper, Texas, which is a lot of people from Orange County and Los Angeles and California have moved to Prosper, and a lot are moving to Celina because Celina is slightly less expensive than Prosper, and Prosper is kind of built out. There's areas where you can get homes, but there's so much more space and building in Celina, and Celina's got a really cool downtown. I will show you, I've got another time-lapse video that I did this weekend that I want to show you guys of the drive into town and what it looks like. It's very, very cool. It's like out of a movie. I saw some kids when I first moved here, and man, it's hot out here. It's about 97 today. But I saw some kids when I first moved in last summer. I was downtown. It was like a Tuesday night. And they're there, beautiful girl. The girl was, she was beautiful. Out of a movie, looked like she was 16 or 18 years old, with her boyfriend who looked like he was an athlete, football player, clean-cut kid, and they're sitting on the bench of the downtown square, sharing an ice cream cone at like 8 p.m. as the sun's going down. It's like out of a movie, one of those Lifetime movies. Anyways, it's very beautiful here. It's a little bit hot in the summer. It can get very hot here in the summer. That's why you have air conditioning, and that's why you have these big, beautiful homes that you see here that start in the mid to high fives in this phase here, which is about 22 to 2,700 square feet. And then if you go over to the left there, those homes are, I think, over 3,000. They're big, and they're 900 and up. But my house is, I'm stoked to have it, and it's almost 2,200 square feet. I think I paid $635 or something like that for it. But let me take you on a tour of the time lapse of me driving yesterday, so I can show you what it looks like going into town, what the downtown looks like, just so everybody can get an idea, because a lot of my friends say, hey, what does it look like there, Justin? What does it look like in Celina? I mean, what is Texas like? I mean, everybody thinks of barbecue and football fields. Man, when I first thought of Texas, I was like thinking it's cowboys, home on the range, like those old songs you heard when you were a kid about Texas and cowboys. But it's not really like that. I also used to think Dallas was like, the TV show Dallas with J.R. Ewing and Sue Ellen. And I was thinking of getting a 1981 450 SL Mercedes-Benz in red convertible to be like Bobby Ewing. But most of you probably don't get what I'm talking about. Maybe you will. I'm just trying to be funny. But yeah, this is a great place. I split time between California, where my office is, in Newport Beach, Corona Del Mar, and here. My son moved out here with me. He's 11 years old. His name is Jake, and he's starting 6th grade. We just did orientation for middle school on Friday. And his mother and her husband and their son, Jagger, he's 7, they all moved out here about the same time, and we decided to all move together and get out of the rat race of Orange County. Even though I love Orange County, I really enjoy being able to have the best of both worlds. It's very cool. So I basically fly on Sundays or whatever day that I choose, because I'm self-employed, and whatever's working around my baseball schedule for my son. And it's great to have the best of both worlds. And look at this lake here. I'll show you these man-made lakes here in Cambridge Crossing. You can Google it, Cambridge Crossing, Celina, Texas. And these homes behind me are here on the water. All these homes are built in about 2021. Mine was a 2021. There are 4 or 5 different builders in here, including Highland and Perry. I love Highland. I love Perry as well. The other 2 are really nice as well. But so definitely different styles of homes in here, in the mid 5s up to the 6s in phase 1. The smaller ones here are the mid-sized ones like mine. The other big ones on the front, like I said, start at 9 and go to probably 1, 2. And then there's a brand new phase 2 over in the front. Most of them are 2-story, some of them are 1-stories, but they start in the 5s, but they're about 1,500 square feet. This is the kind of area that I truly believe these homes, like mine, 635, I think in 5-7 years that house will be worth $900,000, purely because of the population in the United States, the amount of Gen X people, kids that are coming into the market, the population, the sheer amount of the population. And everybody says, well, they don't all want to buy houses. Well, you don't need all of them to buy houses. There's so many of them coming into the market, where we are going to have a shortage of homes like we already got. And then we've got massive opportunity happening in the next 6 months or year or 2, and I'll talk about that real quick. So what are we struggling with right now in this market in the United States? Inventory because of the population, inventory because of the ultra low interest rates that happened during the COVID virus. People have 2.5%, 2.99%, stuff like that. And they don't want to sell their house because they know they can't get that rate again. So technically, a lot of these properties are locked up. People are not willing to sell. They're just going to stay put until they can, buy something else. So what did people do? They bought for, $700,000 and they got a 2.99% and a $4,500 payment. Now people are buying for same house, $680,000, 7% rate, with a $5,900 payment. I'm making those numbers up as far as the payment goes, but realistically, that's what's going on. And so they're locked up and they don't want to do anything. So let's think about that. A lot of people are locked up. Some people that have those low rates are going to be forced to do cash out refinances. Maybe their only option, not forced, but it may be their only option because people are mounting up a lot of credit card debt in order to live right now because of inflation. Groceries are so high. People are on a fixed income or fixed salary and they, can't withstand an extra $1,000 a month. So as they mount this debt and, personal loans are high interest rates, credit cards are high interest rates. So what are they doing? They're using credit cards to survive. And the only way out typically, could be a cash out refinance. And cash out refinances, even if you were to take a rate in the 7s and you pay off all your debt, if you've got a couple cars that are at 6-8%, car payments $1,000 or $800, but you don't owe that much. You only owe $10K or $15K left. It may make sense to pay that off out of loan proceeds. And even if you take a higher rate, you can consolidate that debt, give yourself some room. I know a lot of people are kind of like, well, I want to wait till rates come down. Well, it may make more sense to do it now. Then you've got a slam dunk refinance as soon as interest rates come down. Housing Wire is saying today on an article, I'll actually throw it in here so you guys can see it. They are expecting rates 6% by the fall. So let's say October, and 5% by the beginning or mid 2024, and 4% after that, end of 2024 and 2025. So let's just talk about that. So that happens, right? Rates go down. We already talked about interest rates people being at the 2.9 or the 2.5 and they don't want to sell their house. Well, people have bought, let's just say rates go down in December, and that would mean that people have been buying homes at a rapid pace. Still 2 out of 3 are multiple offer bidding wars in the United States. So anything turnkey and selling is selling right away. And so people are buying at these interest rates, and they come December, people will have bought homes at the 6 or 7% range for 18 months at least. Let's say interest rates drop into the 5s. What do you think's going to happen at that point? What do you think could happen? Here's what I think will happen. Everybody that bought in the last 18 months, they're going to have a lot more value real fast because the housing market's going to heat up even faster as interest rates drop, because it's going to pour gas on the fire. People are going to be going crazy for houses again, multiple offers, negotiating, appraisal gaps, all that stuff. But so I think it's going to be the opposite effect, a reverse effect of what we've got going on now. So right now, half the market is, or maybe even more, is stuck, doesn't want to sell, doesn't want to do anything because they don't want to get rid of that rate. Well, everybody that's got 6, 6.5, 7, 7.5, even 8 from the last 18 to 22 months, what are they going to do? They are going to be 10 times more likely to sell that house because they're going to have a value. Values are going to spike. They're going to have a value spike. The market's going to be hot, and they're going to be able to dump that 7% and get a 5 or a 4, or maybe they dump it and get a 5.25, and then 6 months later they get a 4.6, and then people do refinance after refinance to take advantage strategically. So I think it's going to be a massive opportunity. Barry Habib, Ricky Carruth, a lot of people that I listen to. What's up, Ricky? Ricky! Down the Gulf Shores of Alabama, my boy down there. Most famous real estate agent I've ever known out of Alabama, down in the Gulf Shores. He sells high-end condos, friend of mine, but he's an influencer as well, and I trust what he says. And this is going to be a massive opportunity. Many people are saying that 24 and 25 are going to be the biggest years in mortgage and real estate that we've seen. Can you imagine that? Something bigger than COVID. It is insane what we see in this life, in this business. So I'm excited for it. I'm prepping for it. I'm building, making systems, and building teams. And this is what you do in the downtime, where we're not crushing it, but we're hanging in there, and we've got some amazing past clients, and we've got social media, and we've got a ton of tools and a ton of opportunity. And I'm just grateful to be in this business still at this point. You know, a lot of people are gone, and we've fought through it, and honestly had some really good months this summer, where it was pretty bleak January through April, but we're hanging on strong and planning for the best and hoping for the best, and truly believe there's going to be no crash. We saw the crash. And when was the crash? The crash was June, July, August, last summer of 2022. That's when the values declined. My value on my home declined probably into the 500s from 635, and it's already back up. You know, there's brand new construction, same builder, for $505,000 for a 1,500 square foot house. That's $315 a square foot. I mean, I'm way over my value now, just from the comps that have sold, and that's how quickly it can recover. So everyone that's talking trash, saying the housing market sucks, I don't know if I'd listen to them. I would use your own head, use your own data, and pick who you want to listen to. That's got the best key points and data that makes sense to you. You know, don't listen to the media. Don't listen to Uncle Bob down in Texas on his ranch that said if you don't get a 15-year fixed, you're an idiot. Just joking, Uncle Bob. Anyway, Uncle Bob's in Visalia, California. So anyway, I wanted to kind of let you guys know what I was thinking, what was going to happen, predict my predictions on the housing market. I'm a mortgage broker, licensed in California, Texas, Tennessee, Louisiana, Georgia, Florida, many new states to come. If y'all are looking for a pre-approval, you need to come down to No, you don't need to come down to Texas. You just need to log on to my app or call me first, schedule a Zoom, go to my website, jk-mortgage.com or justinkautz.com. Log on to my website and you will be able to get onto the app. You want to give me a call, 949-662-2987. Corona Del Mar, luxury market. Not that this isn't luxury here, but this is luxury affordable here. Look how beautiful this place is. Let's just let you see. Yeah, they're building behind me. Over here is the new subdivision back there. Look how cool these people's backyards are. This one doesn't have a pool, but get out of the way. Beautiful, right? Anyway, warm day down here in mid-August, Celina, Texas. It's a Monday. Grateful to be working, grateful to be alive, grateful to be able to go to the gym and lift weights. Justin with JK Mortgage, thank you for watching. Let's go.